Morning from Cardiff. We're back with a terrific battle for the vacant British light heavyweight title. The climax of that battle anyway, between Crawford Ashley from Leeds and Cardiff's Nicky Piper. Now Ashley, strong and confident, had boxed himself ahead really, and Piper, the local boy of course, was digging harder than ever before in front of his home fans. We're going to join it in the round 8, and Ashley is wearing the black trunks.
Seconds out, round 8.
8th round coming up of this schedule 12 for the British Light Heavyweight Championship.
The Piper has put out quite a lot of work in the last 3 rounds, whereas Ashley's dropped the pace a little bit, more controlled, looked tired, but maybe he's been saving himself, and just towards the end of the previous round he looked as though he'd regained some of his sharpness. So Piper wants to be careful at this stage. Piper just wants to grab hold now because he took another good shot there, don't want to take chances.
It's all about the mighty's right at the moment, isn't it? They're favouring that punch, both of them.
See, Piper's going to be feeling the pace. As I say, he's put out a lot of work in the last couple of rounds, and he's going to start feeling the pace a bit now.
Oh, as you said, his head was pulling back there, but he was caught with a punch.
That's also a sign of tiredness. He's just looking a little bit ragged again, Piper. See, Ashley, good tactical battle, a couple of lazy rounds. Now he's got his strength back and he's back looking aggressive again.
When Ashley gets his success, he follows it up immediately.
Piper has never troubled Ashley with his power of punch as yet, but he's been troubled a couple of times. So the greater power looks at this stage to be with Ashley. There's that right hand again.
Keeping it very still, very high his head, but I tell you what, he's a gutsy fighter, Nicky Piper. He's taken some good shots there, and he immediately throws counters, or tries to.
The look of the fight has changed again. Ashley is the one who looks more controlled again. He'd lost that look of control, but now he's got it back again, and Piper looking very ragged. None of these right hands are missing. Piper looking very leaden-footed now. That's the one.
He gets down with that right hand punch often, Piper. This is the first knockdown, of course, of the fight in the 8th round.
Once again, Reg, I think it's a bit of tiredness. Nothing wrong with his chin, he just seems to go tired. As I say, he put out a lot of work in the last 3 rounds, and now he's paying the price for that.
He's always been a diligent trainer, Piper. Should get away from those ropes now, Jim. He's centre of the ring he needs. And I think he was pleased to hear that bell, and he's nicked under the right eye, and he's ambled back to the corner there, Piper. Now this is where the seconds have really got to work and try and tell him, come on, you know, at one point you might have been even in front of this fight. Don't lose it now.
See, right from the beginning of the 7th round, you could see Piper had dropped the pace again, and Ashley once again looking the dangerous one. And that was the knockdown.
We score half points in British title fights. I should think you get the full point from John Coyle there for Ashley, Jim. Yep. Makes a big difference, like winning 2 rounds.
Piper just couldn't get away from the right hand several times in that round, and he bang on the target as clean as a whistle.
Seconds out, round 9.
9th round, and just, well, distress signals, wasn't there, for Nicky Piper as he ambled back to the corner, having pulled himself off the floor there.
That was a demoralising round for Piper. He lost a lot of ground. He found himself on the floor. It takes a lot to come back from a round like that. But as I said earlier, he has the fighting heart, and we certainly know he's going to try to come back from it, but that was a real difficult round for him.
Good counter punching by Ashley. That looked a good shot from Piper, but he immediately countered it.
See, Ashley, has really been a perfect tactical battle for most of the time from Ashley. He's just been very patient, allowed Piper to force, and he's come back with that solid right-hand counter, which has landed time and again.
Good teeth gritting display by Piper. Obviously he knows he's in a bit of bother.
Well, Piper's managed to come back reasonably well. It looked all over in the 8th round. It really looked demoralised at the end of it. But it's the last minute of this round where we're going to see just what Piper has left.
Minute to go in the 9th. And I tell you what, it was not unexpected that they'd start tiring a bit now, but now they've let some hard punches go right from the off.
Yeah, it hasn't been what you could say a hot pace, but they've always been working, always feinting, going forward, trying to draw leads. It's been a good, thoughtful and a real hard, tough fight for both boys. And you have to give Piper full credit for coming back here, still trying to force his way forward. The 8th was a real tough round for him.
Definitely got trouble there, obviously, with the nose. There's some suggestion it was broken from the 4th round, Nicky Piper. 11th round. And it's become a hard and bloody battle now. Nicky Piper, Crawford, Ashley, Cardiff against Leeds for the British Championship.
Well, Piper's faced with the same problem he had a couple of rounds ago, Reg. He's just put out an awful lot of work in the 10th round. Used up an awful lot of steam. Ashley did virtually no work, all defensive. So now it depends, is he still got plenty in the tank, or is Ashley going to come back at him now? Piper used up a lot of steam in the 10th round. And as we say, it's been a gruelling fight already.
So that big round earlier on there, Jem, what was it, the 8th, when he must have got a full point, actually. Maybe that's still got him ahead slightly.
Yep, it could possibly just be that one round in front, Reg, because a couple of rounds early when Piper was making some mistakes and being beaten to the jab and being counter-punched. Well, see, this is the problem again. Piper must be feeling really tired, and he's caught with his head up in the air again. He keeps getting himself right back into the fight again, but he's using up a lot of steam to do it.
11th round, of course, is when he lost to Nigel Benn at Alexander Palace for the Championship of the World. We'll be looking at going into the last round and really sort of winner out here. Will it be that close? No judges, remember. John Cole will make the decision immediately.
See some blood on the Ashley's head, but I think it's from Piper's nose. Yeah, it's just a smear of blood from his nose. Piper's showing a lot of facial damage here. I mean, he's been taking a lot. There's a left hook again. How is he still taking these punches? That was a beauty. This is a real hard battle for both of them.
They're finding their way out of their trenches, as it were, now. With 3 minutes to go, just over now with this round.
think it's scoring the fight. It's a choice between Piper's commitment and Ashley's good controlled, good professional campaign.
Well, I tell you what, whatever happens here, Jim, we feel sorry for the loser, that's for sure. Up now has to be done to really steam these guys up for the last round. Just fought his heart out, this fellow Piper.
Corners 10 seconds. Seconds out. 12th and final round.
Final round. Quite rightly, the crowd rising to this. A cracking contest. Who said that British Championships don't matter? Hate sitting on the fence, Jim, I really do, but I'm finding this one a tough one to score.
This is a tough one. I'm leaning slightly towards Ashley
for
the quality punches early. But I mean, Piper's commitment, especially since the 9th round, I mean, it's been unbelievable. And the fact that Piper has always been prepared to lead off in close rounds, sometimes that can just sway you towards him. It really is a tough one. It could actually all hinge on this round. I don't see there being more than half a point separating these two at the end. And Piper is the one producing the stuff so far in the last round.
Remember, the British Championships are scored on half points. Do we need points the way it's going? It might not even finish this round.
I mean, this big round might just do it for Piper. Ashley looks out on his feet. Ashley looks all finished.
And Ashley's never won a contest on points. He doesn't want to call that a knockdown, John Coyle. Waved it away.
Ashley's got nothing left. Piper's still got his heart red.
Shut. Minute and a half, midway through the round. What a finish.
It looks as though one clean shot would finish this for Piper. And he's looking for it. Even without a knockdown, Reg, this is a big round for Piper.
Well, this could be the turning point if the referee had it as close as we did by the 11th. Because a minute left, and it's Piper's round, surely.
Well, it's a vacant title, Reg, so we really need a winner. A draw's no good to anybody.
No, I don't think John Coyle will do that. He usually finds winners.
You really have to hand it to Nicky Piper after the real hard round he had in the 8th, coming back like this.
They're out on their feet, really, aren't they? Absolutely fought to the depth of their boots here.
They've both given everything that they have. Piper still driving it out.
There it is, the final bell, and Ashley gets the verdict. He left it just a shade too late, Nicky Piper. So you have to go back to his, at the moment anyway, for another shot at the championship, go back to his day job as a public relations man for tonight's sponsors, Empress Cars of Gwent. Well, what a close one, and it'll certainly be interesting to see how John Coyle had this.
Crawford, Ashley, you're the champion, but that has to be the fight of the year. This lad Piper got tremendous guts to keep in that fight with you.
Yeah, one of the hardest fighters I fought. I only had like 3 weeks, but I've been out of the ring since January when I boxed Andrews, but I've got to admit after him, he gave everything he had. But I made myself a promise. I was going on with the belt. It's my only chance of getting back into boxing, and you've got the avenues to come back. This was my only chance, and
but
the last round was...
You nearly ran out of steam. Looks as if you're going to go at any moment.
Touch and go, yeah. Very, yeah.
Nicky Piper, you showed tremendous guts there. We think because it was 1.5 points difference, it was probably you lost by 2 rounds with a full point when you got knocked down.
Yeah.
But did you think it was closer than that?
No, I must admit, I thought Crosby just nicked it. Great fight, I can't really complain. I just left it too late. The way to beat Crawford is to stay on top of him, and I just let him box. And a good boxer. I feel like the elephant man here.
I mean, you're going to hurt in the morning. You've taken tremendous stick. I think your nose is broken.
Yeah, does it look that way?
Yeah.
Well, there's my good luck, Scott. Thanks, mate.
But the 8th round, when you got knocked down, it looked as if you were out of it. You had tremendous determination because Ernie Fossey wanted to pull you out of the fight.
I didn't want to come out. Boxers never want to come out. They want to fight to the death, and thankfully in boxing it very rarely happens. So I'm disappointed, obviously. More so because of my tactical, where I boxed tactically. I think I had the beating of Crawford. I just left it too late.
He'll be back okay. Have to say the Welsh crowd took that defeat very well. 117.5, 116. The scoring from referee John Cole, exactly right after what happened in that 8th round.